Hi, my name is Adam Flynn with our IT marketing team, and in today's training video, we are going to cover not only how to create a DRP quote, but also how to utilize the DRP comparison functionality. To begin, you'll see we are already logged into EasyWriter Pro 2019, and I'm going to navigate to our EASYquote program. From here, I'm going to select the DRP button and create a prospect quote. To begin, I need to first enter in the coverage info to generate a DRP quote line. I'm going to select my state and county, which will automatically pre-fill my crop and plan, so I can move over and select my interval and the pricing option. Once my pricing option is selected, you'll see my level, protection factor, and sales date will pre-fill for me, but can be edited as needed. For today's demonstration, I'm going to leave it as is, but again, you can update these last three if you would like. You can also select your share percentage, which again I'll leave it at 100%, and we can move down to our actual DRP plan information. By default, you'll always see £1,000,000, which again I'm going to leave as is, so we can begin to select our weighting factors for our Class 3 and our Class 4. In this case, you'll see if I select 75% for Class 3, 25% will pre-fill for me on Class 4, and the calculated price per hundredweight will also calculate for me. Take note that if I select 50%, both are at 50/50, and you can see that the expected price per hundredweight is $15.06 and $16.03 for Class 3 and Class 4. Take note also the calculated price now is 50% of these calculations. So with all the required information keyed in, we can go ahead and select Save, which will generate our DRP line. From here, you can utilize EasyQuote just like you would normally by either creating reports, navigating to our scenario view, but lastly, we want to cover our DRP Review Window. You can see once we've selected the DRP Comparison view, we're provided with a grid showing all intervals with the sales period, our sales date, and the expected production per cow. Next, you'll notice we have the price type, which is going to be our class prices and our component price. Again, take note that for our class price, we're running at 50/50 based on the line we created in the full farm view. Next, you can see we show the protection factor, again, which is what we selected, our price, our trigger price, and again, that level we selected prior. And then finally, followed by that, you'll see we show the liability, the gross premium, subsidy, and producer premium, all based on dollar per hundredweight. We also provide with options to the right where we can select our sales date if we'd like to change that information, the protection factor, and the declared milk production. Again, all four of these selections here, from the sales date down to the share percent, were pre-selected when we created our DRP line and can be edited either here or by navigating back to the full farm view and editing your line there. You'll also notice we can edit our pricing factors for both the class price and component price. So you can see there we have Class 3, Class 4. Just like before when creating the line, we'll only edit the Class 3, which will auto-fill our Class 4. And then also our butter, fat, and protein, we can select those numbers there. You can decide which levels you'd like to see. So if you want to see 90% as well, you can see that grid will build. You can determine if you want to see just one pricing option or both, the amount of intervals, and then lastly, your sort options. As you can see, when I select level interval pricing, the information sorts differently versus the interval level pricing, which is your default sort. And lastly, when you're viewing your DRP comparison, you also have the ability to run a report called the DRP Interval Review. With this report selected, it'll build the grid just as you have it set in the DRP Comparison view as a report for you to print or save. And that is how you create a DRP quote and also how to utilize the DRP Comparison tool. If you have any additional questions, please reach out to your local marketing rep or reference our DRP tips and tricks in YouTube videos. Thanks so much and have a great rest of the day.